Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Alley. My name is Cody. Glad you guys are back for another video. We just have the one game, so let's just get into it. Alright, this is going to feel very lackluster. I understand. I am still sick. Sicker today than I was yesterday, but we just have the one game. Let's get into it. 7:05 p.m. Central Time kickoff on the Indoor Football League Network. Just pay the $30 and watch it. You know you want to. We're already halfway into the season, so why not? The San Diego Strike Force 2-2 on the road in the California Classico, the California Clash, the Red Hot Chili Peppers Bowl, the Roy Choi Bowl, the whatever you want to call it. Taking on the 3-1 Bay Area Panthers. The two teams have met already once this season. We'll talk about that in a second. First, let's talk about our season leaders. Nate Davis, your leading passer for the Strike Force, 60 of 106, 576 yards, 10 touchdowns, 4 picks. Josh Jones, 60 of 95, 555 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Trayvon Van is your leading rusher, which he's not technically, but, I mean, he is technically, but for the purposes of this, no. 57 yards on 19 carries, 3 touchdowns. Josh Jones, 49 carries, 169 yards, 3 touchdowns. And your leading receivers, Dallas Daniels, 15 catches, 130 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Josh Tomas, 16 catches, 169 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Taking a look at the injury reports, Trayvon Van is added to the short-term injured reserve. Tycorian Brown was added too, but I think that was before. I think that was last week when we didn't have the updated rosters and stuff like that before the games kicked off. Nothing new to change of for Bay Area. Now, caveat to this, the rosters and transactions haven't been updated since the 1st. Today is the 4th, so 3 days. There could be some transactions between these two teams. It's 48 hours to submit your rosters before the kickoff and stuff like that. So we haven't seen anything between these two. We'll see what happens. Your game odds, over under of 85.5 and minus 5.5 for Bay Area at home. Money line minus 192 for the Panthers, plus 160 for the Strike Force if you want to take an away upset. We are in the SAP Center in San Jose, California. Again, 7:05 p.m. Central Time kickoff on the Indoor Football League Network, and our head-to-head heavily favors the Bay Area Panthers 7-3, and they won their last meeting, Week 3, 41-18. They just absolutely crushed them, and this was a game where I thought San Diego could kind of stay in it. Nope, and we'll just kind of go from there. So let's go take a look at our 25-man rosters, bet and prediction. We'll get on out of here. All right, 25-man rosters popping up over my face. We have some changes. We'll see if there's any more as the game progresses or as you routinely check the Indoor Football transactions page. Nate Davis, your starting quarterback, with Rudy Johnson as your jack of all trades. We'll see if he plays running back at all. Edward Vander is traded from Jacksonville over to San Diego for Larry McCammon. McCammon didn't play for Jacksonville yesterday. I haven't seen anything that says Edward Vander is going to suit up. We'll see if he does, but if he does, that does give them a little bit of added firepower. Wide receiving core, Journey Sloan, Dallas Daniels, Joe Nowden. They were saying Noden, so Nowden, John Maldonado, and Drayshawn Hudson. They were saying on the broadcast John Maldonado was hurt, so we'll kind of take that for what it's worth. Christian Olmstead, Jalen Booth, Josh Castro, and Jake Sines round out your offensive line. For the defensive side of the ball, Wallace Cowens, Jaquez Mabin, Jalen Joyner, Panea Moa, Karat Garland. Your linebacker is Royce C. And then for the secondary, Jericho Flowers, Tariq Lewis, Eugene Ford, Atoa Fox, Elijah Reed, with Ernesto Lacayo as your kicker. Over to the Bay Area side, Josh Jones is your quarterback, Liam Thompson backing him up. Again, no running backs to speak of, but your wide receiving core, Josh Tomas, Tosin Oyekanmi, Tyrese Chambers, Trayvon Alexander, and RZ McCorker. Your offensive line, Christian Coulter, Sidney Walker, Jamie Navarro, Antonio Derry, and Devin Salter. On the defensive side of the ball, Tavon Grant, Jonathan Ross, Morris Joseph, William Martin, and Jack Daly. Your linebacker is BJ Tafalele. It's kind of cool to see Tafalele and Royce C. They were with Frisco last year, 2 years ago, or something like that, so both linebackers getting in there. Trey Meadows, Tyler Watson, Joe Fouché, Shamar Moreland, Frankie West, Tyrese Wright, and then your kicker for Bay Area is Axel Perez. So that is your 25-man roster for Bay Area, your 25-man roster for San Diego. Let's go take a look at our bet and prediction, and we get on out of here. All right, bet and prediction time. I'm just going to get these right out of the way. I don't want to talk too much. Minus 192 for Bay Area with a prediction of 42-40. I think Bay Area is a more complete team. They have not had a lot of roster turnover since the start of the season. Like, they have signed some guys, they've released a couple of others. They've had the same guys on short-term injury reserve since the start of the season, or just thereabout, compared to some other teams that are just turning over their roster week in and week out, it seems, or at least turning over like certain positions. San Diego, they do have some firepower. I do not like the way that they kind of struggled a little bit until that third and fourth quarter against Tucson. Kind of a boomer bust team. You know what you get when you have San Diego. You know what you kind of get when you get Bay Area. You know, I've said it before. I'm not a fan of not having a designated running back, but Bay Area is definitely making me eat my words. San Diego is going to pass the ball as they do, and they live and die on third down. And I think Bay Area can make them die on third down. I do. Again, we know Nate Davis is a very pocket passer quarterback. I think that defensive line can get after him. I think Bay Area takes this one. It'll be close. It will. I do think both these teams are ripe for the picking a little bit. Like I said, 42-40. It's not a redo of what happened their previous meeting where Bay Area just kind of blew them out. But I think Vegas knows something at minus 5.5 that Bay Area kind of has it. Whether it's home field advantage, whether it's just being kind of a more superior team, I do not know. So that's what I have. I think Josh Jones and company are going to do pretty well offensively against San Diego's defense. I could see a scenario where San Diego does pull the upset. It has happened before, most notably in the playoffs. So I'm not going to count San Diego out. That's the reason I'm taking the money line and not the spread. I do think it can be a close game, but we'll just kind of see how that goes throughout the game. So minus 192 and 42-40 in favor of the Panthers. So with that being said, let's just wrap everything up and get out of here. All right, and that is it for our lone preview for our Sunday action in the Indoor Football League, San Diego in Bay Area. I'm going to take off here, make this short and sweet. Love and appreciate all of you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff if you want to. I'm going to go rest my voice. And for the love of God, just win Game 7, Winnipeg. Just win Game 7, please. Please. My God. All right, but anyway, I'm going to take off here, guys. Love and appreciate every single one of you. I will catch you in the recaps. See ya.